Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I want to discuss ways in which you can reverse your cancer risk. Okay, and I'm sure, I am pretty sure those of you that are listening, you know the number one way is seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. I'm sure you're aware of that as being the number one way to reverse your risk of cancer. And we're talking about by upwards of nearly 72%. Simply adding acupuncture to your lifestyle and making some simple lifestyle changes along with it. Because there are certain things that many individuals globally are doing on a regular basis with regard to lifestyle habits that they are unaware that it's associated with increasing your risk of cancer. And these simple adjustments and make a world of a difference. And again, this is why I say, along with seeing your physician on an annual basis for your annual checkup, little blood work, urinalysis, stool sample assessment, things like that. Simple checkups with a physician, but seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. It'll change your life. It will change your life. Cut your chances of developing several different types of cancers. But along with acupuncture, again, there's certain things that you need to do. One is maybe lose weight. Globally, we're becoming more and more of an obese society. And being overweight is bad for a person's heart. And being overweight also increases your risk of cancer. And again, this is why I include that you see an acupuncturist, because we're great at dealing with weight loss. Awesome. Acupuncture is great for weight loss. And so many individuals are unaware of that. So many individuals are unaware of that. I mean, just being obese, in men alone, you're at a 55% higher risk of dying of cancer. Women, about 64% higher risk of dying of cancer. And these comparisons are made to people who are at a healthy weight relative to age and height and so forth. Because just having like excess body fat alone increases your risk of 13 different types of cancer. And what can be the underlying culprit or cause? Inflammation. Chronic inflammation. chronic inflammation is known to accelerate cancer. And this is why, we also have Acupuncture is My Life TV, because we have episodes discussing inflammation and the dangers of chronic inflammation. So check it out. It's streaming on Roku TV, or if you don't have Roku TV on your smart television, then you can watch it online at acupuncturesmylife.tv. But losing weight is super important, along with maintaining healthy cholesterol levels. Now, here's what's key here. Some individuals tend to overdo it when it comes to cholesterol levels. And that can be dangerous because your endocrine system depends heavily on cholesterol. And I'll leave it at that. But a lot to do with bad cholesterol and its ability to plaque out your arteries and increase your risk of heart disease. At the same time, it increases your risk of developing cancer as well. Because it is said that this bad cholesterol can fuel tumor growth. And high levels of this bad cholesterol can lead to the development of breast cancer, or you can face worse outcomes from other types of cancer. Okay? So keep that in mind. I don't want to harp too much on concerning yourself with cholesterol. A lot has to do with diet. What are you eating? Because you are what you eat. What are you putting in your mouth? Are you eating a lot of charcoal grilled foods, fried foods, processed foods, drinking lots of soda, coffee? Now keep in mind what they have. There's similar attributes. That being, it can cause you to become dehydrated. And it's important that you remain hydrated as much as possible. And I've spoken of that in the past, but it's all about what you eat. Because again, health is wealth. The wealth isn't in your pocket or your purse. It's not under your mattress. It's not in a bank or in a safe. The wealth is not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's not in an app on your phone. It's not in a retirement account. The wealth is not in a shoebox in the closet. The wealth is in you. And I'm sure many of you are aware of this, but you want to know something? I got an interesting message on the Acupuncture is My Life app. And if you don't already have it downloaded, it's free at your app store. Someone asks, how can not flossing decrease your lifespan? And that was the last episode. And I responded to them. And then I recommended they listen to today's episode as well, because flossing can also decrease your risk of cancer. Because these high levels of dental plaque, someone with like high levels of dental plaque are upwards of 82% more likely to die of premature cancer than someone with small amounts of plaque in their mouth. I mean, you can't avoid that. Having periodontal disease and missing teeth in your mouth, you had an increased risk of developing the two types of gastrointestinal cancers. And this is even after you make the appropriate adjustment relative to other major risk factors in which I've discussed already. Because understand something. More times than not, inflammation tends to originate in your mouth, and it spreads throughout your body. So many individuals are unaware of this. And this increases your risk of these two types of gastrointestinal cancers, among others. And so many individuals are unaware of that. And then, I've noticed that I've done virtual sessions and health fairs throughout the country, virtual sessions, international. And when I discuss certain things, and I've even gotten feedback on the Acupuncture's My Life app, that, people have increased the amount of supplements to protect them from cancer and other things, topics in which I've discussed regarding certain diseases. And that's a big no-no. What do I say over and over? At the end of every episode, make acupuncture a part of your life. Don't make supplements a part of your life. Make acupuncture a part of your life. Because supplements don't reduce your risk of cancer. It does not. Fruits and vegetables will. Changing your diet. This is why this comes with seeing an acupuncturist. Eastern nutrition consultations. Because a diet that's rich with fruits and vegetables, and as well as other plant-based foods, can reduce your risk of cancer. Stay away from the supplements and see an acupuncturist. Because, as I've stated in so many episodes in the past, there are many individuals that have no clue as to what vitamins and minerals and forms of probiotics their body needs. So nature designed the human organism to extract these vitamins and minerals from the foods in which we eat. And now if you're seeing an acupuncturist, you're going to be faced with abdominal acupuncture, or your treatment protocol is going to include nourishing qi and blood. So strengthening the middle jiao is going to enhance your body's ability to absorb these nutrients from the foods in which you're eating, to nourish deficiencies that exist. Because understand something, supplements are made on a one-size-fits-all basis, but the human body was not created that way. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. And I've said this many times in past episodes. So you run out and you're just popping these supplements in your mouth, especially in high doses, and it's carrying nutrients such as, or so-called nutrients, such as beta carotene and vitamin A and vitamin E. You can actually increase your risk of some cancers. Okay? You can. So it's better to see an acupuncturist. Let them assess your constitution. Discuss your excesses and your deficiencies. And make recommendations with regard to different types of foods that's best for whatever pattern you may be faced with at the moment, or just strengthening your overall constitution. Another thing I speak of a lot is exercise. You want to get plenty of exercise. Not too much. Again, too much of anything is no good. But understand something. Regular exercises that fits you can potentially reduce your risk of certain types of cancers by as much as 70%. So now imagine if you were seeing an acupuncturist, right? For regular wellness visits, you lost some weight, healthy diet, you flossed regularly, and you exercise often. Do you know what your life would be like? You wouldn't be sitting around worrying about, oh my gosh, when am I going to die? How long will I live? I hurt. I don't feel well. Imagine that. Exercising with acupuncture. And I know later on in this season, Acupuncture's My Life TV is going to begin running a series on exercise and acupuncture. It's going to be so cool. If you're not watching Acupuncture's My Life TV on a regular basis, you're missing so much. So much. But physical activity and acupuncture, regular physical activity, along with acupuncture, can lower your risk of developing cancers such as breast cancer, esophageal cancer, bladder cancer, colon cancer, stomach and kidney cancer. One, acupuncture and exercise works wonders for your immune system. Your immune system will love you. It will love you and your acupuncturist. You want to, try and get about, it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. It's like literally less than 3 hours, but you want to get about somewhere in the range of 150 to 160 minutes of moderate intensity training or exercise each week. It's less than 3 hours. So let's just say you rounded it up to 180 minutes. So now you're doing 3 hours. So 6 days a week you do 30 minutes. But you at least want to do 5 days a week, 30 minutes. And I speak of this a lot. And this is important. Okay? But just do me a favor and just simply make acupuncture a part of your life. Because it'll change your life. Just make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?